With Boston dropping their last game to the Ottawa Senators, the situation has become dire. Every game critical. Every point is needed, as Ottawa is 2 games, 4 points ahead of you, and Toronto 2 points behind you. You need to take care of every team, especially the ones that are way below you in the standings. And Boston has an opportunity for that tonight as they host the Detroit Red Wings. And if you're a fan of close, tight games, this one just might not be for you. Find out more. Bruins Recap Show. So we start things off in the first period. 2 U's, 2 K's. Tuukka Rask back at it again. He goes up against Jared Correo of Detroit. Bit of a side note, Ryan Spooner out with a concussion. More likely than not out for a while, at least. We'll see how that progresses. Meanwhile, into the lineup, welcome back Austin Czarnik. He will join the 4th line. So we start things off. Boston starting the scoring party here. David Krejci beats Danny DeKeyser to the loose puck, showing off the hands on the finish. Great setup pass by Drew Stafford, getting it into some open ice, and David Krejci does the rest. 1-0. You'll hear more about David Krejci later on, but we go a little bit later on anyway to the first period. Brad Marchand, all he does is score. He barely gets on sides, and David Pastrnak with a beautiful flip pass into the zone, and Brad Marchand with speed. He puts the finishing touches on it. Quest for 40, number 31, closing in on that 40-goal mark, as I said he would. 2-0 Boston. And a little bit later on, great defensive play here by Nicholas Kronwall, but the deflection ends right into Drew Stafford. And Stafford will get it and put a beautiful shot over the shoulder of Correo. 3-0 Boston. First as a Bruin for Drew Stafford here. 3 goals in about 2 minutes, 25 seconds, give or take. And that is the night for Jared Correo as Detroit will pull him out of the game. And in comes Peter Mrazek. But it's not going to be much different as I believe Dylan Larkin, he gets the puck and tries to backhand it out of the zone. It falls right into the skates of David Krejci. You can't do that. Turnovers costing Detroit here. David Krejci gets his 2nd of the game. 4-0 Boston in the first period alone. So anyway, we go to the second period, and it's Brad Marchand, 2nd of the game. Quest for 40, number 32. As Colin Miller will find Brad Marchand here. Off to the races he goes, and he finds a hole somehow underneath the legs of Mrazek. I don't know where he puts this puck, but it goes in the back of the net. 5-0 here. A little bit later on, Detroit will get on the board with a seeing eye shot from Nicholas Kronwall off the face-off, hitting the crossbar and in, making it 5-1. But right off the face-off in the third period, a spinorama laser beam where he breaks his stick at the very end. It's David Pastrnak with some game-ending pasta, although after the first period, this game was well in hand. 6-1, your final here. Fun, interesting little tidbit. 25% of the games under Coach Bruce Cassidy, Boston has scored 6 goals. The offense is clicking. For the most part, anyway. So quickly to the 3 stars of the game. Star number 3. Welcome to the Boston Bruins. You've been in one hell of an addition in the last 3 games. Drew Stafford gets his first as a Bruin. Also gets an assist on the night. Star number 2. Another multi-goal game for Brad Marchand. Gets up to 32 on the goal-scoring tally. Star number 1, probably the best game I've seen him play all season. David Krejci, 2 goals and an assist tonight. Statistically, his best game of the year. In fact, for a lot of it, the turnover machine was causing turnovers for the Boston Bruins this time. So we got 15 games left in the season, 30 possible points. And basically, Boston needs as many of them as possible. Next up is a home game in the matinee variety as they take on a team battling for the wild card playoff spot in the Philadelphia Flyers. So it should be a fun one. And we'll see you then on the next Bruins Recap Show.